All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to VRML. It's been a long time coming. In fact, 50 days, 22 hours, 20 minutes, and 46 seconds if I'm precise, and I might just be. And yeah, so welcome to the stream here, starting a little bit early just to say hi to the chat. Welcome everyone back to another exciting season, or I guess our first exciting season. I say that because, the preseason I always called season 0 in my head, but in any case, I'm Palidore, and next to me is SirDimwi. How's it going, buddy?
It's going good. I am ready to get going. I'm ready to be back. As I've been saying all week, my body is ready, and yeah, had that time off there was. I mean, it was nice. Had more time to do stuff throughout the week, but I'm ready to get back to work. But so how you feeling? How you feeling about being back finally after so many months off there?
Oh, it's been a long time coming. I mean, like I said, 50 days, and just happy to be back. It was such a this is where I'm looking for. Just everything happened so fast, right? It was 6 weeks of intense games, great action, incredible highlights. All those hundred some casts that I did, and you yourself did 50 some, I think, or 60. I mean, you were doing a lot
I
of
don't
them.
think it was up that high, but it was up there.
I'm just guessing. But in any case, like, we did all those games, we watched all those games in such a short span, and then it's been about an equal amount of time off now, or roughly 6 weeks or so. And I gotta tell you, this off time has passed so much slower. It feels like months since I've been here casting.
I mean, no, it really does, and especially, I mean, the way the preseason ended, it kind of, we had this big balloon at the end with the final series, and how long that day was, and just how much was going on, and how exciting it got, and then that Monday, it was like, yep, like, we're done, we're off, and nothing's happening,
You know what?
and you kind of just stopped, and going into that break with after so much busy was a yeah, it definitely made it feel a lot longer than it was.
Yeah, well, you know what was done, definitely, was your voice. We've talked about it a bit, but I mean, all of us by the end of it were feeling, the finals. Our voices were a bit lit up at that point. But you definitely had the worst of it. I mean, a few days off for me, I was good. I think you mentioned you had people in real life thinking you were dying. Health crisis.
Yeah, it took about 3 weeks for it to finally actually come back, and throughout the whole time, anytime I talked to my father on the phone, he would insist I had laryngitis or something. He would keep telling me, you need to go to the hospital. I'm like, dude, it's real. I'm not even sick. I just ruined my voice for a few weeks, and but it came back and it feels fine. I just gotta make sure I don't do a whole lot of yelling
Yeah.
when there's a lot going on.
Well, you sound better than ever, but now I guess I should, say hi to the Twitch chat. I mean, it's been a while, so hello to everyone. I already see some subscriptions coming in there. 5 Spotted Dog and So Much for Subtlety, both with some subs there
Yeah,
in the
appreciate
clutch.
it, guys.
Take my money, Caster says 5 Spotted. Appreciate that. And So Much for Subtlety says, we are back. That we are. And I am front, facing here on the caster's desk alongside SirDimwi again. For those just joining us, see those numbers hopping on up here as we get ready to start soon. But, we wanted to start a little early just to see how everyone's doing, get all up to date. So, yeah, with that said, hello, J4VR. We see Chocolate, always one of my favorite punnable names. See, well, I'm going to say Zenith, but it occurred to me I probably should be pronouncing it Zenith, yeah? But in any case, I said that all season long, no one ever corrected me, so hello to you, Mr. Z, as well as Dap1, Dellar Ranger, Lanzin, SirDimwi, you're in the chat as well. Multitasker, you. The Cruisin' Single Shot, Dellar Ranger. So many people. Hello. Blenders, just as well. Not Zux. I think that is Zux, but maybe not. The only Zeus. Now, I was going through the rosters today, and I saw the name was not Zeus. Is that right? So I don't know who you are, if you're Zeus or not, but welcome to the chat. It's my great honor to have a god in the chat room here. Sealable bag. I was getting to you, Seal. I was scrolling through the chat from the top. Not my fault you got here late. You're playing, what is it, Escape from Tarkov or whatever it is. I see you there. Discord status. H Money as well. You see Boop in there. Play Enjoy. I did say hi to you, Zeus. I even called you a god. Maybe you stepped away.
And Zenith already starting with those bets there. Appreciate that one. Zenith. Yeah, a lot of people really anticipating this game here. Got
well, now you're calling him Zenith.
Pushing up now. Pushing to 30. Is that wrong? Am I saying it wrong? I've always said Zenith. Is that wrong?
Me too, but I guess the appropriate pronunciation is Zenith. Yeah, am I right? If not,
Zenith.
I mean, whatever.
Sounds like we have another S-end, East-end situation.
Oh yeah, that was another one I was gonna bring up. It was just occurring to me. I forgot who mentioned it, but they're like, yeah, you see how it's spelled. It's supposed to be like ascend. I'm like, oh, that makes much more sense.
Actually, that's not correct.
Well, just destroy all my dreams right now and call me out in the middle of the stream about 10 minutes in. All right.
I can say with absolute certainty that it's ascend after SND. Ascend. The letters SND.
Search and destroy. Yeah.
Search and destroy. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's the. He'll tell you it doesn't matter, but I like to white knight for him and say no, it's ascend.
Okay, well, at least I'll take that as a moral victory. I got one of the names correct. And yeah, Blender's saying I'm right. I'm assuming that's at the Zenith. Did it again. Rocks Titan in the chat as well. Welcome. And T.
Actually,
Chronister.
Fun fact: Rocks Titan's name is actually pronounced Rotitan.
It's too early for this, Dimwi. too early in the season. You have 3 months to troll me, okay? Don't start now. I mean, you can start now, but, you know, limit yourself.
I'm just saying, he told me the one day, he said it's actually Rotitan, but Americans can't say it, so Rocks Titan is fine.
Oh, fair enough. Shout out to him. Anyway, all right. We're going to, pardon me for going silent for just a moment here. We do have invites, just trying to make sure this is all ready and set.
And yeah, this is going to be a good matchup here, as we only have about 2 minutes left, unless they
yeah.
I think they just readied up.
No, they're not starting. They clarified. Someone got in my face. They're like, we're not actually starting. So yeah, people can hear the game in the background. Don't worry, you're not missing a thing quite yet.
But yeah, of course, this is matchup here between Team Jokr and Nfinite, formerly known as Synapse. Nfinite in the offseason.
The artists formerly known.
The artists formerly known, and rightfully so, with the players they have on the team. Most notably Zach. I would definitely call him an artist of the sport here. Excuse me. But during the offseason, they did pick up, I believe it started during the end of preseason at some point. I don't remember when exactly, but they finalized an agreement, a sponsorship with Nfinite, and I did not do my due diligence. Call me a bad caster. I'm not entirely certain what Nfinite does. It's something to do with virtual reality, so I am bad for that. But of course, I'm not the one sponsored by them. So it's really, but yeah. So that's what the name change that happened just today, as our viewership number pops up over 40, which is exciting to see here. 48 now as we get ready for this one to begin.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, these two teams. This should be a phenomenal matchup here. I have a little bit of write-up here I can go through that I got ready, prepared for this opening game here. This is one hell of a matchup to kick off the season with. These teams met twice during the preseason, with Nfinite taking both of those series in early November and December. But more memorably, they faced off again in the respective round threes of the postseason, meeting in the losers bracket finals series, where Jokr took that series 2-1 over Nfinite. And of course, it was that series that took Jokr to the finals, where they faced off against Illuminati in back-to-back best of 5, Illuminati coming away champions. So I would say Nfinite coming in here, maybe looking at getting some payback for that, as the loss to Jokr was the end of their season. So the last thing they remember from preseason would be that loss to Jokr in the finals before Jokr went on to play for another, what was that, an hour and a half, it felt like at the time.
Oh yeah, it was long. Just like I said, we were worn out by it. Those games, so long, but so competitive. I mean, it was ridiculous, some of the things we saw. You know, Mercy on one round, you know, from Jokr, and then the comeback from Illuminati. By the way, Atlas, for you, not in yet. But that
I am in.
All right, cool. All right, so it looks like, yeah, we got players about to file in. We're waiting on one more. Apparently, someone from Jokr, as you might have just heard, is updating their Oculus firmware. All right, well, in any case, we will get on pretty soon. Can switch here just to the gameplay for you fine folk. Just to get a look at the players anyway. I did mute them, I'm sorry. I mean, just, you know, can't run the risk of Jokr singing karaoke. I kid. Actually, no, they kid. Anyways.
Yeah, definitely definitely excited to get this one going here. It looks like somebody may be a little MIA, and it looks like Dash is going to be playing here for Jokr, going to their roster.
That said,
That
these
I
guys
have
are on the
pulled
wrong
up.
teams. How dare they? Luckily, watch this magic. Boom! Team switch. See? The power of media,
Beautiful.
ladies and gentlemen. And the power of
Beautiful.
preparation. Oh, yeah, and sorry, I almost forgot totally. Sealable bag. Okay, my bad, dude. He has the Twitch extension there. If you click on it on the screen, you'll actually be able to hover over the Twitch window and get a read on the live stats as they're happening. So still kind of working it out to get it to all the other casters. This is kind of experimental for now, but it'll hopefully be out like more, you know, for the rest of the streams really soon. So yes, everyone enjoying that. There you go. Gotta love it. Got that good community production value coming through in the clutch as always.
Oh, and that's amazing that he was able to get that in there, because I know there was not so much not a hold up, but it was taking a bit to get through the approval process. So really exciting to see he got that ready to go for the first game of the season here. That's phenomenal. That's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Awesome. Thank you very much, Sealable.
I haven't been able to take a look at it yet, but I saw some, you know, videos of it in the earlier build. So I'm assuming, gauging by the fan reaction right now on Twitch, it's looking pretty amazing. So big thanks to Seal. And also, I know so much for Subtlety too, one of our VRML cameramen, and you know, he's been working on it as well. And just lots of great efforts going in. You saw that video I played too from Exhibit just before the stream started, the promotional video that was indeed made by him. That looked great, as well as Ashpool's video. So again, just the cohesion of the community contributing. That's a lot of consonants there. But yes, just great to see, Dimwi.
Absolutely, yeah. Love the community involvement and everything that's going on in VRML. That was kind of the point when it all got set up, was to be more community driven, and so to get you know, stuff made by the community featured as we go through here is really exciting, and makes me hopeful for where we're headed as a unit, as a community. You know, and yeah, very exciting time. I believe it was chocolate very early, excuse me, I can't speak, very early on in the stream, said we are witnessing the future, and I wholeheartedly agree with him. I've agreed with him. I would have agreed with him a year ago. I agree with him now, and yeah, very exciting time.
Yeah, I would have agreed, you know, 2.5 years ago in beta. I always say it because it's absolutely true. You know, before, you know, I even got involved as a competitor or caster or what have you. From the moment I hopped into beta, to date, still the most magical moment of VR for me. I remember seeing, you know, the promotional videos of Echo Arena first, I believe maybe around E3, or no, E3 or Oculus Connect 3, probably, around them, around that time. And just thinking, wow, that looks like something unique. That looks like a sport, like an actual sport. And sure enough, you know, it came out. I flew into the lobby within a few minutes of the open beta coming out in June 2017, and Yeah, it was just magic. I remember one of the Ready at Dawn developers, actually a couple of them were in there in the old lobby, teaching players the ways of flotation and throwing, and the feeling really has never left, and that's why I've never left.
Yeah, no, I still remember my first day in. Wasn't I know it couldn't have been shortly after that the beta, but I know it wasn't the beta. But it was around that time, that same time period. My first day in, I popped out into that lobby, and just I was blown away. It was nothing like nothing I had ever experienced before, and it's that sort of experience I'll never forget because it's kind of at the same time like after so many, it's been probably 2 years now, over 2 years, and you kind of start getting jaded to that initial shock and awe. And so one of my favorite things to do is to hang out in the lobby and witness the first timers as they pop in because they all have the same reaction of they pop out of that dock and just go, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, they just say those phrases, those sort of phrases over and over and over again because that first time experience just is just so mind-blowing. You don't expect it to be what it is. And so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I think more than any other game, at least that I've been a part of, any game community that is, I've just seen so much, again, engagement and interaction, and so many people working on so many different tools and assets, and just helping along the efforts, and to sustain that kind of effort, especially over a course of years, in what has been a niche community that continues to grow. However, like I feel it's a very telling story, especially in VR, to have a game just sustain for this long on such a dedicated base.
You never know, how the future is going to go. It could be, could stay this niche, and if you maybe with a user base in the thousands, or at some point it could just, before anyone realizes it, take off and get big. So you don't know where this could be headed. You have no idea what the future for something because this is such it's new in so many ways that you really it's so impossible to try to predict where it's going to be.
Oh, I'll gladly try. Dimwy, this is going places. This game, this genre, this industry. I mean, with or without gaming, there's already so many VR applications to real life. I see this. It might take some time. It might take a little time. It might take a lot of time. But there's really not a doubt in my mind, personally anyway, that years from now, decades from now, VR will be a huge thing. And, Echo Arena, or at least disc-based esports, will be involved somehow, whether it's, Echo Arena 2, 3, 4, or something inspired by it. I feel like this is just too good and natural of a fit to really go anywhere except up.
And it really is. I mean, just using that word natural, the I think part of what makes it so amazing as it is the locomotion. But I think they are getting started here.
Well, 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 I think you're right. So, ladies and gentlemen, all the viewers watching us here in our Season 1 debut of VRML, this is Team Jokr versus Nfinite. And off we go already here on the Joust. Let's see what happens in this repeat matchup from the preseason. We saw it a few times mentioned earlier, but we're starting it off just the same. So Zach will go look for that rollout, looking maybe for an early what, but no, it will not be gotten, and Ryan will take it back for Jokr here on the other end.
And of course, Zach would go for, to kick off this season here, would go for that what shot. It's one, he's proud of, and I've seen plenty of people trying to mimic it since that initial, success.
And
What a
talk
shot
about
there by
success,
Dash.
Dimwy. It's Dash showing that he has the dashing moves there. Not just a great defender, but certainly a great offender. And not to take any offense from that, but here we go, 3 points on the board.
And how fitting, a 38-meter shot off the backboard to kick this season off. What a beautiful shot there.
And some punches going off in the tunnels just as well. But yeah, just great shot. It's one of those things, at least in preseason, you didn't actually see a lot of tunnel shots just because of how advanced players were getting on the stacks and on the defensive end. It was kind of rare to get those open three opportunities from deep that we are used to seeing in previous seasons and years. Are you okay over there, Dimwi?
Yeah, I apologize. Having a little bit of an issue, but I'm good now.
Made me hold my breath for a second. But in any case, we're over here now. Too excited was Dimwi for this season start. Here we go with the boost now to the other end. There's talk about quick boosting. It's the crew over here for Nfinite. Almost called him Synapse. Got used to it so much,
Ooh.
but now that's going to be taken right back. The miss from Ryan. Looks like he'll get his own rebound. He does. Manages a sky past, and now Kung will get it. Sails past him. Zach punching, and now distributing. It's Ryan Rhino to Jokr, and he'll make the goal there as Dash goes for the goalie.
Oh, and beautifully done that was. That starts with Andy trying to get a pass off or a clear maybe in the bubble there. Accidentally goes off the shield, picked up by Jokr, who turned it around. They send it all the way back, get it in. And as that cross pass goes in front of the goal, they had another man take the goalie out. Actually, the goalie took him out, but distracted him enough to get that goal. Beautifully executed there by Jokr.
And, you know, you're not always going to get the punch, but just, you know, by mere attribution of you being in the general area, you're still going to bother the goalie. You're still going to take the focus away. Now, great goalies will still find a way, and they do. But here, going in, is Kung, and won't be saved on that one, so 7 early points here for Jokr.
Ryan Rhino putting the brakes on, getting that, opening that space up so he can get that cross pass to Kung as Kung cuts in right by that shield to bring it up. Now 7-0 in this first series.
Yeah, it's a really nice early start for them. Formerly Synapse, for Nfinite now. They did have some trouble at times, but ultimately came away at the better end, of those matchups with Jokr. But right now, it's Jokr looking strong to start off, so maybe good signs for them. A lot of these teams, I know you're one of them over in Nova. You were mentioning to me the other day, players not stopping. The scrims, the practice, they are on top of it for this last 6-7 weeks. Now on top of it, look at that from Andy. Oh, man. Now that's quite a way to get it done there. The disc got just knocked loose off a stun, but Andy flings it backwards, and you know what? That's kind of a Jokr move. He goes for those an awful lot.
Yeah, that was so well done there by Andy, just getting that, flinging it around the backside and able to get that one in with the no look. So well done to be the first answer to the 7 of Jokr here.
Yeah, so first 2 on the board, as you mentioned here. A pass gets on through. There's a lot of congestion right now in this tunnel area. Oh, that deep shot will be still taken right back, though, by YouTube. He distributes the other end. And now going for a deep one there off the barrier and into the pocket where some awaiting orange players there. It's going to be YouTube again playing that back line as he often does. And here to Palace on the side.
And Nfinite here need to be careful not to push it. There's still 5 minutes left in this game, and what's giving Jokr the advantage here is their ability to control in this series so far in this game. Their passing has been pretty on for most of that first 5 minutes, and Nfinite looking like they're maybe playing a little bit on their heels, trying to catch up.
I just want to point out, did you call him Anthony? Are you his mother, Dimwi?
I don't think I did.
You certainly did.
I don't know anybody's names here, so if I called someone Anthony,
I thought it was Anthony, but that shot is not going to be on. And yeah, I don't even know if Andy is, and I assume Andrew, not Anthony, but that's the only thing I could correlate it to. In any case, going over here to Jokr, he's going to be over on this dot, looking on the spot to Kung up top as he backs it to the mid area. Little bit of judder here as Dash will flutter to the back line, and the spacing from the defense trying to take place before they press on, and there's Palace now forcing the issue, or at least attempting to.
And this is that control I'm talking about. They are taking their time, trying to force the defense to attack the disc carrier to kind of draw the defense out to get those open pass options. And you see they just keep passing it to open guys, playing a little hot potato and just staying in control, taking their time, looking for their attack.
Very calm, very composed there. Now that said, it still will be a turnover, so here it goes back to the blue area. That will sail dangerously close, and now Andy, there's another little dunk for him. He had so many of those during the preseason that, always kind of looking forward. Usually he throws some style into his dunks.
And by the looks of it, Nfinite was able to stun some of the Jokr players there in the backfield, which is what prevented Jokr from being able to get to that disc, and gave Nfinite time to get there and put that one in for 2 to bring it within 3 with 3 minutes remaining.
7-4 it is, and indeed these 10-minute rounds still a thing. Players decidedly like them quite a bit and not making the shot, but a rebound by Palace, and there's Kung and Ryan Rhino to pressure as it gets distributed down, looking for another bounce. There's Zach just trying to get that early what shot highlight. Here's YouTube now, down to Palace, and up with a nice gentle pass towards a less gentle dunk. Andy W.
And that is the Nfinite that I've come to know there. That Palace coming in so fast as he pops that one up to Andy, as Andy's cutting in at top speed right in front of the goal. Goalie could have even come out, but with Andy streaking in like that, it's hard for the goalie to make a call like that to come out to try to intercept that. And Andy able to put that one in for 2 to bring this in within 1.
So right back, and I think it's to the surprise of no one. We knew it was going to be competitive, and we know what both these teams can do. So it's not a surprise that despite the 7-0 start from Jokr, that they would come back here. But
Oh no!
indeed, that is going to be a great shot for Ryan Rhino. And you know what? There it goes. 4-point lead. Got about 2 minutes left.
And that steal, that happens. That right there is just a lack of communication. No one was telling. It looked like he had no idea that player was there, and Ryan, he had no idea Ryan was there, and so you have to assume nobody told him Ryan was there, and so you got to wonder what's going on in the comms at the moment.
Yeah, definitely do. And now you know what? The disc going back into Joker's possession, and with a minute 30 left, really just taking care of it here will kind of guarantee this round. We'll see what happens, though. One more score will certainly help their cause, but we'll see. You can see Jaywalker here dancing with Zach, just trying to, oh, nice distribution up to Kung on the cut. So Ryan looking for that assist, and he does get it. Well done.
Yeah, and he came in there just taking his time, and when he was pressured, just juked around a little bit. Whether or not that was to get the man open or just to take a few more seconds off the clock, either way, it worked out there to put him up by 6 with only a minute remaining here.
Yep, under a minute left. At least a 2-goal game, but it will be very tough. Still on the round now, saving that one. Dash, not a problem, of course. Hanging back, knowing that they just don't want to give up a 3, and they should be fine for this round. So coming to a close here, that deep shot actually takes some ricochets, and just playing that back line now. And trying to just find one more score perhaps in this last 30 seconds. They know no matter what, Jokr has it in the bag, and they're up in the top, Ryan. One more score, 14-6.
And what a hot little give and go there between Ryan and Kung. Ryan coming in right on the bubble, throws it back to Kung as the attacker goes after him. Kung sending it right back to him. At that point, much closer to the goal, and he's able to pop that one in for an easy 2. And so well played there by Jokr.
Absolutely. So Team Jokr will take round 1, 14-6.
Yeah, what a round that was, and very exciting play, particularly by Jokr. Jokr looking so strong. Their control of the disc, their speed to get there, their passing has been their formation passing. I have to say, it looks like it's something they've been working on because it looks really good. As we go to the stats of the game now.
Yeah, and the replays. You notice the round replays playing up there for you on the scoreboard. If you missed any of the action, not necessarily in order, it's just on shuffle. But hey, now it will go, as you mentioned, to at least another round. Best of 3 situation here for Season 1. So it went back to the, the old tried and true best of 3. No more forced to 3rd round.
Yeah, so if Jokr takes game 2, that's going to be the end of the game, which is new, obviously, over preseason where we played all 3 no matter what. There was that vote that happened in the week leading up to the season here, and ultimately that vote went towards an honest best of 3. So instead of having for sure 33-ish minute games, they're now going to be anywhere between 20 and 32 minutes.
Yeah, and I understand the purpose of the play full 3 games thing, and it had its uses, especially for seeding early on in the weeks. But I think now that we got the seeding all established, you know, we're good with seeing, you know, those intense game 3s where if it goes to game 3, you know it's because it's a good one. So that's
Jay Walker there on the floor trying to juke around the defender, and the defender gets a headbutt, but that disc went right into another player in Joker's hand. So that was kind of funny to see there as we come into this this round 2.
Now, oh no, knocking it off his own teammate, it looked like. That pass will go through. Might have been a shot, maybe not. Either way, in the right position was Andy again.
Yeah, good cleanup effort there by Andy and Zach. It looked like he had the lane. He had an open shot at the goal, and yeah, it looked like it went off the head of, that might have been Palace. I'm not sure, but whoever, it went off the head of somebody. So it ends up being a pass to Andy on top of the goal, putting it in for that easy 2. Come up 2-0 to start this round 2.
Yeah, you always kind of run the risk when you're in close quarters with a teammate, especially on the move like that. If your head's not out of the way, you know, you're risking those headbutt plays that go off your own teammate's head on accident. We've seen that happen plenty of times. It's happened to me plenty of times. It's always frustrating when it happens, but at the very least, they were quick enough to still get the goal nonetheless. So down to the center it will go. Neither team really in solid position. You can see a lot of scrambling going on. Awful lot of players all in the same spot, piling it up like a chain, but there's off the chain. Palace with that shot, and there's a quick 5-er for Nfinite.
Yeah, Palace, 23 meters out at 17 meters a second. That was a phenomenal shot there by Palace with so many players around him. You know, he felt the heat of those players around him, and still able to put that one in from up in the sky area. That was a phenomenal shot there.
And now maybe causing a little bit of trouble here. Now gets the disc, but a turnover. Back to YouTube for Nfinite. Looking to the other side. And there's a soft boost off, as you can see a couple players trying to just corral that disc in the tunnel, but missing it. And way in the back, it's Dash. And his one of his favorite spots historically, but maybe not so much anymore. We know that he's certainly a great player on any end of the floor. But, you know, gotta sometimes stick to the tried and true. And what I know is Dash has always been one of the best defenders and goalkeepers for a very long time. But, you know, a lot of people have certainly stepped up into that role now as time has gone on.
Yeah, Dash is definitely one of the more notable goalkeepers in the game.
Ooh, and talk about saves!
What a save!
Nicely done there. Not sure who got it, but we can take a look at it.
I believe that was YouTube.
Either way, the replay on the way, and there goes the disc to the other side. Now a quick boost will be had by Dash, getting there first alongside Ryan, and now passing it over to the aforementioned Ryan. A nice quick chain of passes to Jay Walker, looking upward, looking to his side. Ryan in that stride, and there it is. Some nice passing plays from Jokr.
Jay Walker coming in there, covered by Andy. Andy looking to chase that pass down, but when Jay Walker sent that pass over to Ryan, he immediately went after Andy to make sure Ryan had that clean cut into the bubble there, one-on-one against the goalie to get that 2. Well done there, well executed by Jokr.
Ooh, and almost missing it. In fact, he will. Ryan Rhino cannot punish, though. And so now Kung will try and take it right back. Palace is there. A little bit of panic, and there goes the clear right back to the hands of Jay Walker. Jay Walker losing his handles as well. Takes it right back. Ryan Rhino and scramble mode. And now the reset.
Yeah, it did ultimately result in a turnover, but that situation could have been much worse had that not dinged off the post.
Now just looking for some passes. You can see that formation there in each corner, forming that geometric. What was the word I'm trying to remember from Tutorial Bot? He coined a phrase. But in any case, Kung will bring this up in. Go down to Ryan, but Ryan just can't get the grab there. Palace being stunned out. Ryan taking it. Oh, just misses a dunk. Kung the putback. No, it's not, because YouTube. It's a canceled upload for him, but right back to Dash's hands.
And worthy of note, that ding shot went off the inside of the post on the far side. So that was so close.
Oh, another one, YouTube.
Oh, my goodness.
Amazing defense there. I don't even know how many of these are intended, and just a matter of having hands in the perfect place. And again, off the face, off the hands. I don't know, but that is Amazing defense, and finally Jokr will find a goal. Unbelievable series of events, though.
I believe it was Andy that has taken to coining the term the five head to describe somebody's large forehead. But I think in this situation, we've got to give YouTube here the six head because, wow, I think I saw 3 different header saves from YouTube alone there. And so well done. So exciting to see there. But Jokr now up within 1, 5-4 with under 5 going in this game.
Yeah, close one yet again. Here it goes. Another stun right there. Andy could not get a score. Now he's been the beneficiary of a lot of offense now for not Synapse, for Nfinite. But that time getting stunned out, and we'll go right back to Jokr looking for some passes to the orange side of the floor.
Just real quick, I think after Andy got stunned out there, Zach had a few words
Woo,
for one of the players on Jokr.
YouTube is on fire defensively right now. I can't hear it because the players are muted, but you know what? YouTube, I'm sure he's happy about this performance right now. Now, seeing if they can grab the disc, they will. Maybe make the shot. No, they won't. But a stun coming in from Zach. He'll grab the disc. He'll get stunned. He'll send it back out. And the quick play continues. Under 4 minutes left. It's still a 1-point game here.
Yeah, this is some exciting fight here from the Nfinite boys in the Jokr zone here, trying desperately to get this one in and controlling it, juking around, wasting time as well, which being up by 1 isn't bad necessarily, but they are only up by 1, so they do need to get this goal, and unfortunately it's a turnover there, but then picked up again by YouTube. Going to try to go for the long shot, and it doesn't connect.
Not quite, but that one will go to the other side at the very least. Now that fast stack will buy them the goal, and it'll be Ryan Rhino there, I believe with dash, and that's some nice efficient way to get in the lead now.
And that's that speed of Jokr that we've all grown familiar with, being able to get down there so quick and without much contest, as I believe YouTube got in there right at the last moment, but not quick enough to stop that from Jokr going up by 1 now with only just under 3.
And it is tight right here. We see the viewers right now on Twitch. They're having a good time. Great game indeed, says DAP1. I agree. Didn't expect any less. It was the same way. Again, this was the matchup we had to actually start the preseason off. This was the very first game, then Synapse against the against Team Jokr, and it was just as entertaining. But now it will be Palace backing that out, so down by 1, but going in to take the lead right back out of the grasp of Jokr. It's Zach.
And Jokr right there with a reminder of why you do not let Zach sit open on that bubble. The way he was positioned up on that block, the moment he got that disc, it was done. It was kind of a sealed deal. Once Zach comes in off of one of those shoulder blocks, he's coming in, he's putting it in. You're not going to stop him, and that's what we witnessed right there. Well done.
Quick passing here now over to Dash, down to the tunnel. Kung is right there, backs it out to Dash, soft pass. Really nice touches on these short-range passes just to get them through the clustered-up defense. So Kung will make his approach now, going to the back, missing that shot, maybe a rebound. No, it will sail into the wedge now, where it'll be contested and slapped right out by Palace. So taking it right back now, it's Ryan Rhino for Jokr, going down low, and now speeding up here. Dash trying to look for an avenue. Ooh, jukes not only Andy, but even the cameraman. That's me. But there is a pass right back out to Jokr, and he's going to go over to Ryan. And once again, some good positioning here. Can't complete the pass, though.
So what great formation here by Jokr in this in the Nfinite zone here. They all these passes, and oh my goodness, what a stop there by Zach W as he clears that one out.
You've seen a lot of those ones right there. There were so many players just clustered in the same spot.
And typically a shot, when there's that many players in front of the goal, a shot's a good idea. It's a good idea to take the shot in that situation because of how hard it is to grab the disc over a body. But right, Zach was able to get that hand.
We got a shot, and we got a lead taken by Jokr. 8-7, 26 seconds left. That was huge for them right now because the momentum is on their side, and this could be the game.
Yeah, I can't hear the countdown, so I'm not sure exactly. We're gonna have 9 seconds left here for Infinite to come back. Let's see what happens.
Anything can happen. We'll see. There's going to be Palace there in the tunnel looking for a deep one. That's cut off. Not enough time. Oh, barely could not
Oh my
make it in
goodness.
time. So Jokr now will take the game 2-0 on those 2 rounds, and it's 8-7. What a match that was.
Yeah, and hair splitting end there is looked like Infinite had a play ready to go in their arsenal to get it down to that bubble as fast as possible, and they executed it very well, but unfortunately not quick enough. And even so, the shot didn't ultimately go in, but had it, it looked like they were just shy about 1 second as the players leave before before the stats disappear. So we'll get Andy W with 8 points on the game, Palace with 3. Then over on Jokr, you got Ryan Rana with 9, probably the game high there. Jay Walker with 6, Kong with 4, Dash with 3, as everyone's kind of moving around a bit, and those are now reset. But what a game here between these two teams. Well played by both, but ultimately it looks like, I think it was the Jokr's execution, save for maybe the first half of that second game, was phenomenal. I mean, their formation passing is not typically, I would say, what we see from Jokr. Jokr usually kind of running their own meta, but in this series, we saw them formation passing that was just on, and very hard for Synapse to contend with, and ultimately getting Jokr the win in the first game of the season.
Yeah, and that's, the true growth of Jokr. Again, one of those teams who've been at it now competitively for a couple of years, and just the development of their game, their ability to actually slow it down and be much more meta. And you know what? Adding players like Dash into the roster, I mean, you talk about, slowing it down and being tactile, and just being smart with those moves. Dash is excellent with that. He knows how to control the pace, and he's really good in the comms. I speak from experience playing with him on a team. He knows how to handle and control things. I think he's an excellent addition to the Jokr roster, and you know what? It paid off. You can see it right now with the first victory, as you said, for Jokr on the season. So fantastic work there, and a great match has started off. And yeah, kept it close. But congratulations to Jokr for coming up ahead on that one.
Yeah, and not much else to say about it. Just well done by Jokr, and I expect Synapse, if they get to play him again in the season, to come back harder, stronger, better, because they.
I think that's a song.
They're not going to be too happy about. Fairly certain it is. Synapse ain't going to be happy about getting a loss in the first game of the season. So they're going to be practicing harder.
It was easy to make that connection. Yep. Okay, so with that being said, thank you everyone for watching. Twitch chat was all up and active today. And Rocks Titan subscribing there for 2 months. Thank you, sir. You're awesome. Appreciate that. And to all the people who have subscribed and shared the bits today. We see Bars earlier. He gave a couple 100 bits. H Money with the 10. Rothy. Zenith, whatever you are, thank you for that one. Arthur Guinness following as well. Good to see you.
Love seeing Arthur. Arthur is Venom's father, in fact.
Yeah, I remember he was
practices a lot.
I remember he was someone's dad, but I wasn't sure whose. And Seal in there saying his extension wasn't updating. He's a failure. I'll take a little bit of the pressure off there. Could very well have been me. So we don't know. Like I said, we were just kind of experimenting with it today. It's not fully ready to go live yet. So, the setup process wasn't as streamlined as it could have been. So it could have just as easily been a problem with the old door. Got a creak in my hinge or something.
And real quick before we sign off here, just going to throw out the next game on the schedule so far is tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, between the European teams Alpha Ducks and Vibers. But then after that, we don't have another American game until Thursday. So there's a few more European games between now and then. Thursday, 1 o'clock, Team Gravity Smash Dash. 2 o'clock, Jesters Vibers Israel Eastern Times. 2:30 Smash Dash Fusion. So yeah, so not until 9 p.m. Eastern Thursday night, as of yet, of any American games, and that would the first one there between Kangaroos and Spaghetti, and again, the only one of that schedule. Oh, excuse me, as well, Nova and Ignite, 9:30 Eastern on Thursday. So that's going to be yeah, no more American games until Thursday evening, as of yet.
Oh, don't worry, Dimwi. We'll surely have about 50 of them to cast on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Mostly Sunday,
Yeah.
I'm assuming. So, hey, it's all good. We have ourselves a very committed crew. Granted, I still need to get the some of the streamers set up. So again, I got a lot of things to do, but happy to do it and happy to have some people getting on board here. I know we're gonna have Andy, who we just saw on Nfinite. He's going to be doing more casting this season. He did a wonderful job last season. We're going to see Shepard more, Sputnik, and list goes on. But we have a lot of good talent, not only from a player perspective, but just from a crew perspective. So we're going to get as many of those games to you as possible. And not Zux. Speaking of one of the casters we'll see returning, there's another one. Thank you, Zux, for your 2 months. Said good first game, and I agree. Yeah, appreciate everyone once again. B-Love in there giving his love. Great casting, guys. Great to hear your voices again. Yeah, great to hear Dimwi's voice again in more ways than one. But all healed up. But yeah, so with that said, guys, that will do it for this game, this match. Thanks for joining us. It was pretty hyped up in there. Those numbers nearly matched our finals numbers. So that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, we got up over 60. Very exciting.
Yeah, no, that was really good. So, got to be happy with that. And in the meantime, I mean, Gilligan saying thanks. Zenith saying I should check out your camera app. Yep, send it to me. Well, all these apps, I get lost sometimes and what's what and where is where. But like I said, a lot of different tools from the community out there that are excellent. Chocolate saying, miss our soothing voices. Was it even that soothing today? I don't know. I gotta tell you, I was mentioning it to Dimwi before. I was doing practice casts just before, like the last couple of days over some pubs and stuff. And I might have been the Iron Man in preseason, but I was like feeling it just after a few pub casting. Like, I don't know if, your voice muscles can atrophy, but I mean, I guess they can, because mine sort of did.
Seems plausible.
So, gotta pace ourselves, keep it together. 3-month season, once again, for those who did not see. Started yesterday, February 3rd, and it will be going until April 26th for the regular season. We have open qualifiers on May 2nd through 3rd. The weekend after that will be a finals qualifier, and then the season finals will be May 16th and 17th. So, yeah, we got ourselves a full-fledged season coming up ahead. So be sure to stay tuned for these, and we'll do as many casts as possible. DS Hollow says he'd love to be part of the casting team once he gets his hands on the game. And absolutely, we would love for you to but not only be on the casting team, but for you to get your hands on the game. I can only imagine maybe you're waiting for the quest port. That's what a lot of us are waiting for. We're excited, though. Going to bring a lot of people into this game, I think.
That's the expectation.
Indeed. So, okay. I think I've dawdled long enough. SirDimwi, pleasure as always. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me. It's a lot of fun. Always a lot of fun.
And to all the viewers, thank you once more, and we'll see you again mighty soon. Have a good night.